Here's what I need you to know about nonlinear systems. So this is when you have at least one of your equations that is not linear. So it's possible that one of them is going to be a line and the other one is not. Most commonly, you're going to see quadratics, and we'll do, I think, one with circles, and I think Monday we'll do some with absolute value. Okay, your most helpful friend will probably be substitution, but elimination works some of the time when the degree is the same. So that's maybe important to know. Okay, you should check your solutions and make sure that they're not extraneous. All right, we're going to move over to this one. Okay, here's some pictures. And on your notes today, you will have some graphs. And so it's important to actually pay attention to this part of the notes, even though we're not doing examples from it. Okay, this guy here, you have a line and a parabola, so a quadratic. They do not touch. So what would your answer be? No solutions, or no real solutions, right? It would have imaginary. I'm going to put real. No real solutions, for sure. Okay, this guy, if it has one point of intersection, then it would have one solution. So whatever that point is that they cross at, that would be your solution. And then this last one, it has 2 points of intersection, and so it has 2 solutions, and you would name both of the points. So there are some on your notes where you're having to match the graphs. You'll even graph a few on your own. We're not going to do all the graphing today because we've already covered graphing parabolas. But as a reminder, you need to make a table when you're graphing a quadratic. So figure out the vertex. You can use your graphing calculator to help you do that, and then make an XY table either with a graphing calculator or just by plugging in values by hand. If you need a refresher, I'd be happy to help you. There's also a delta math that has up practice on all of these. All right, we're going to do these ones by hand. So algebraically is what I mean by that. Okay, solving the system. Can you talk to your table? Do you think that you are allowed to do this by elimination? That's my question. Okay, this is tricky. You can do elimination, but you need to be careful because these have different exponents, okay? So if you were to add these 2 equations up, actually it would work out okay because these y's have the same exponent, right? They would cancel. And then, are these like terms? No, so it's not like 2x squared or 3x squared or whatever you try and make it. It would be x squared plus x. So you can do elimination here if you wanted to. We're going to do substitution just so you see one of each today. But you could do elimination because the y's match. Okay? The x's do not, so you have to be careful that you don't try and combine like terms if you're trying to do elimination. We're going to do substitution, so you see some of each today. So first thing, if I'm doing substitution, then I need to have something that's either x equals or y equals. It doesn't matter what you choose, but I would probably choose the y in this case. So maybe look at this second equation. How would I get y by itself? I subtract x. So y equals, if I subtract x, it would be negative x minus 2. Okay, now this is a lovely equation that you could then plug in to that spot for y. So it's the exact same solving process as you've done before. Okay, so now we're going to plug in, oopsies, x squared minus, and then parentheses, you're going to put what you just got, and that's equal to 4. So we're plugging into the top equation. What do I do next, do you think? Yeah, distribute, get this all simplified. Plus x plus 2 equals 4. Okay, but here is the important part. You need to pay attention to the degree. What kind of function is this? It's quadratic. So in order to solve a quadratic, the first thing you have to do is get it equal to 0. Okay, so please make sure you move this 4 over. And what I mean by that is by subtracting it. So subtract it over, so now you have this x squared. Sounds like I'm not loving this. plus x minus 2 equals 0. Okay. When you're solving a quadratic, obviously you can do quadratic formula every time, but you should check and see if you can factor it. So see if you can play the x game. Two numbers that multiply to -2 and add to +1. What are they? Yeah, 2, -1. Because your a value is 1 right here, go right to parentheses, so you've got x plus 2, x minus 1, and that's equal to 0, obviously. Sorry. You set those equal to 0, you get two answers. What are they? -2 and 1. Okay, this is a system, so you're not done. So now what do you think I need to do with those values? Yeah, plug them in. You can plug back into one of the original equations, or you can plug back into the one that you rearranged. It's totally up to you. I'm going to plug back into this one because it's already solved for y. Okay, so one at a time. Y equals negative. What do I got? -2 minus 2. So that would be +2 minus 2, or 0. Okay, so that gives you your first point of -2. Yeah, don't go like this. 0. Okay, can you also plug in the second number? So we got what? +1. Y equals negative times 1 minus 2. Oh my gosh. So -3. So that would give you your second point of 1, -3. Okay, so these two right here are your final answers. You had a quadratic and a line, and they intersect twice at those 2 points. Elimination is a good option, not only because the y squareds are a different sign, but also because you have the same degree on the x's. So that'll work out well for you. Add these up, and you're going to get, let's see, these to cancel. So that leaves you with 3x squared equal to 12. Okay, you can't x is not by itself yet. Now what? Divide by 3. So that would give me 4. I'm trying to solve this quadratic. What's the opposite of squaring something? Square root. And what happens when you have a square root? What do you do right away? Plus minus. Plus or minus 2 is equal to x. Okay, so that's your two answers. You need to plug them back in. Choose whatever equation you think is easiest, probably the top one. So we're using this equation here. And we're going to plug in +2 and -2. So we'll start with +2. And I'm going to plug in +2. That would get me 4 plus y squared is equal to 4. So if you subtract 4, you get 0. And what is the square root of 0? Now it's your question. What is it? It's just 0. So there's your first point, is +2, 0. Can you please rinse and repeat? Now plug in -2 and see what you get. Remember, when you have a negative squared, you always get a positive, so +4 still. which tells you that it's going to turn out the exact same as the last one. Because you take the square root of 0, and no surprises here, it gets you 0. So your second point is -2, 0. These 2 points are your answers. This is this is actually 2 circles. Well, one's a circle, the other's not.